because Dean
All right.
refused.
You guys are gonna have to be subjected to this as well, because I mean they're just talking about demons and angels railing people. So I don't
We
know
were
what's
talking
going on.
no, now listen. Just because you don't watch the show, we were watching.
Never mentioned.
We were talking about Supernatural, and Diz has yet to watch Supernatural, except for like the first 3 episodes.
Apparently, you have to watch it on Cinemax. I don't know.
And Possession, sir, is not the same as Raylan.
I mean, if they would bring back season 16 on like Max and bump it up a notch, that would be amazing.
They'd have
Well,
to bring
in my
Joe
D&D
back,
campaign, it's the same thing. So
That's true. There are demons
so don't get possessed.
humping people. Yeah, that's true. They will rail you. It's like shit. I was going somewhere with that, but I can't think of the name right now. It's like Spartacus, except instead of Jupiter's cock, it's Lucifer's cock. You've tried and you can't get into it. Why do you hate everything good, Misty? Why?
I mean, Dean's closest thing to demonic possession was Alistair.
Listen, this is what I want, and it's not really from Dean. I need it from Jensen Ackles. I need him to be Batman.
Hey, they're talking about potentially.
I know, but I need him to go ahead and say we've cast Jensen Ackles as Batman.
Oh, you know they're going to play that close to the chest until the new movie.
I just need that done because I think he would make a very good Batman. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, name me
Soldier Boy.
Name me something that you like that's good. That's all I'm saying.
I liked him as Soldier Boy in The Boys.
I've not watched The Boys except for like the first couple of episodes.
He's like a weird alternate dimension version of Captain America.
Yeah.
His character.
So. There's also that song Soldier Boy.
No, not the same.
That is true. There's a lot of stuff that you like. There's a lot of stuff that I like. Very few of it lines up. That's true. Kickboxing, yes, we both like kickboxing.
like prime example with me and Clan. Butterscotch.
Yeah, or as it's called in Latin, Devilus Analus. All else, Carrie Abigail. I hit before your show. I can't watch ads.
I don't like that ad either.
I don't get ads because I sub to the channel.
You and I have been subbed for the same amount of time. Somebody else here though was slacking.
Also, we can't control those ads. Those are pre-roll from Twitch because we have our ads turn off. So it's not us. We saw $0 for that ad, but you still had to get the shit scared out of you. So write to Twitch and tell them that not the scary ads because it made you poopy pants.
Ain't Abigail though supposed to be the daughter of Dracula? Ain't that what that movie's about?
I've never even heard of this movie before. I don't even know what this is.
I'm pretty sure that's the new thing that's out is it's supposed to be Dracula's daughter, at which point I'm going, how's that a thing?
You know, Dracula's
like
son.
This whole sitcom thing where Dracula has this teenage daughter named Abigail, and he's trying to turn her from her wild ways, but she's
working a 9 to 5, and
she just keeps going out all night, just doing what vampires do.
He's like, oh, Abigail, why can you not just suck blood like the rest of the family? And she's like, oh, Dad.
That sounds almost like Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah, except he doesn't say blah, blah, blah.
That may be what I'm thinking of.
He also has a son named Alucard.
Yes.
Which is Dracula spelled backwards.
But that one is way better. He's way more badass.
That's true.
And if you go,
Hey, thank you, Care Bear Mafia, for the sub. 13 months in a row. That's awesome. And you know what? No more scary ads.
Dracula also has a son named D.
D
Depending on which
though,
movie of Lord that you watch.
but D is Alucard.
No,
Yeah, that's his real name.
no. It's two different. It's two different.
You're talking about the anime Vampire Hunter D, right?
Yeah, Alucard doesn't have a parasite in his hand that eats dirt and keeps him alive. D is not the same version of what's in Castlevania.
No, but he's still, his real name is Alucard.
Yeah, but they've gotten two different timelines now, so it's like he has
Yeah.
two different sons.
Yeah.
Because one's it has a demon riding shotgun in his hand.
I agree with you, Zach. It is worth. We will protect you from the scary ads. At least on this channel. Now, if you go to another channel, I can't promise you anything. But as long as you're here, we'll protect you. And if you're on YouTube, we're sorry. I can't control any of the ads that are on YouTube.
You know, we
And
need
we're-
And they're getting worse.
we need like 200 more followers and
That's true.
a
That's
bunch
true.
of
We don't
watch
even see anything
hours.
for those. You get creeped out by shit over there, and we're not even seeing anything for it. So hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube. That way, at least we get like, 3/4 of 1 cent for every time you shit your pants from scary ads on YouTube. But anyway, this is Three Old Men. It's Thursday night. How y'all doing? I'm Clan Diesel, along with my two favorite co-hostesses with the mostesses, Dr. Diz and the Admiral, Double Up Buck. What up, Buck?
Hello.
You don't think you're subbed on YouTube? How dare? How dare? Actually, that's fine. It's perfectly normal.
I don't know why they call it sub over there.
Yeah, I know, right?
actually-
It's like they took the whole thing and flipped it around.
Yeah.
If you subscribe to a channel on YouTube like you do on Twitch, it's called join.
Mm-hmm.
So if you join the channel, that's a sub. But a sub is a follow. This is why YouTube sometimes don't make no fucking sense. Because they do everything ass backwards, but you know what? They can because they're huge. They're a huge ass company. Yeah, they make like they make like quadrillions of cents. I mean, technically, Twitch is owned by Amazon, and Amazon makes a lot of money. So, I mean, there is that, right?
Where is that?
So, how you guys doing on this Thursday night?
Tired.
Okay.
Why are you tired, Bug?
Because I spend a lot of my mornings having to be a chauffeur.
But I hear there's good money in it.
No, it has to. It's running family members around, and I don't get paid for that.
Yeah, family don't pay.
Yeah, he signed up for the wrong app. He signed up instead of Uber, he signed up for Goober, and so that's how he's been treated.
Nice. Well, that sucks.
All right, I got to do it again in the morning.
Well, that sucks.
It's fine. That's the perks of not getting to sleep much, anyways, right? I'm already awake.
That's true. Buck sleeps standing up, and he only eats at night. I came prepared.
I'm gonna get one of those coffin setups like in Scorched Earth.
Need more drink.
Oh, by the way, congratulations is in order for one of our own, Mr. Dr. Diz has now reached White Mage on Final Fantasy 14.
I have.
Hmm.
And you know what changed? Nothing. Nothing changed. It's
Your
still the
title.
same. That's
That's
it.
right.
Yep. I like that.
What was that show where that dude slept on the back of the door?
Slept on the back of the door.
Slept on the back of the door. I'm not
mm,
sure. You
is
got
that
any
Pulp-
more?
Is that Pulp Fiction? Where they're in the
I
pawn
mean,
shop?
everything's Pulp Fiction, really, right? It was like
Right.
Hanging Up. No, it was a kid's show.
Kid show. Slept on the back of the door. Ah.
I don't know. Kid show where character slept on the back of a door.
I think it was Urkel.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. The three things that came up when I searched for it were Codename Kids Next Door, something called
Stand
Stop
It
It and Tidy Up, and the Babar the Elephant.
The bar.
Or
It may have been
something
Urkel.
completely different.
It may be.
My first
You guys,
thing was Abducted in Plain Sight. Not what I expected when I looked up show about somebody sleeping on the backside of a door.
So yeah, apparently if you put did Urkel sleep, it automatically enters on the back of the door.
weird. I remember that.
Yep, there you go.
Did you guys have fun with the dagger heart that day?
Yeah.
Besides me trying to murder you.
I, as someone who was a murderee, I had no problems with it.
Did you like the free rangeness of it? It's very wide open. It was just like, okay, I attack you guys, and then I was like, oh yeah, it's your turn, and I sit back, and it's just everybody was just like staring at me. Like
I liked it 80%. I like that it gave people a lot of ways to do things and stuff because you could just say whatever, or like when you were
Mhm.
like, okay, so here's these silverback trees, what do they look like? You know, and then I described what I said my character saw instead of you saying what they saw. But
Yeah.
I almost think it's almost too open ended.
I think it makes combat a little too chaotic.
Is it which I guess combat would normally be chaotic.
Yeah, but I'm
Of
talking
nature.
about for the players themselves because they aren't wanting to jump the gun, but at the same time, if somebody says they're gonna attack and they do an attack, and then you have 2 or 3 people also in the party, and they're just kind of sitting there.
Mhm.
Does the person that attacked once already just get to attack again? Because you
Yeah.
know you don't want to. Well, yeah, but I'm saying like you don't want to just be like I constantly keep attacking until one of you decide to jump in and do something.
Yep.
But at the same time, you know, it's if you're just gonna sit there and twiddle your thumbs and debate what you're gonna do, me standing here is just giving the DM a chance to be like, well, I'm using my economy to attack when I could have
Yep.
already potentially killed 2 people.
Yep. And I would have. Yep.
Yeah.
In a
I think
long term game, I would have done that.
Yeah, and I think some of it was we're just so used to having turns that nobody really knew what to do when there were no turns.
Because if we were playing that in a regular old, layout, and JD was on the field, Diz would have had to put a stop to me killing people. Because the moment one of y'all would have hesitated, be like, I'm rolling to shoot that guy. I'm rolling to shoot that guy. Because I'm gonna put them down as fast as I can. That's how he is. And then Diz would be like, all right, I'm taking a turn now. Because Buck has been slaughtering half my people while everybody else is standing there debating on what to do.
Yeah,
But
because
that also feels like you're being too, one-sided in the fight, not allowing everybody else to get a turn. But
Yeah.
in combat, you're not going to stand around and watch the people, IRL, watch the people
Yeah.
beside you go,
You're not.
what am I going to do next?
yeah.
So
I guess I
here's
think at one time I even asked Diz, I was like, "Can I immediately just attack again?" And he was like, "Yeah."
yeah.
I was like, "Oh,
You
okay."
can. So what it does, and I think it allows you guys to collaborate a little bit. In D&D, it's usually frowned upon to collaborate, a little bit. Uh, um, but in this one, it's like we're all making the story together. So you're not collaborating as much as you're suggesting. I think your character might do this. If they're having a hard time, or I think this or that. Or whatever. So I think that's what was lacking there. And I also think that in a longer game, if we played like for 6 months, players would just get better at it with
Well,
time.
it's also, we didn't fully know
So
the rules either. Like, we were
yeah,
all learning that
yeah. You guys
that
were like,
first
I want to
time.
look over there, and I'm like, well, I don't even know what ability that is for you to look over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, just even in combat, right? Like, we're trying to figure out the best way the rules are going to work on what crits were, how much damage that actually entailed. So, we were having to do a lot of lookup. So that was taking a lot of time too in between just fighting.
It
But
was, yeah,
like you said, if we did that and went 6 months down the road, then the ones that are kind of shy and timid and don't really role play or think about their next few fight moves ahead, they'll have less turns in combat. Because the
probably.
ones of us that are already like, all right, this is what I'm going to do first, and then this, and then those people are already going to be knocking out as many as they can, while the others are going, well, I was gonna hit this person, that person's dead. So now they're thinking about what they can do next, and the domino effect is still happening while they're trying to debate what they're gonna do.
Yeah. Well, the downside about that is that you're playing a character, and just because you might not know exactly what to do, or you might be a little more meek, the character may not actually be. So
Right.
it gets played the wrong way, just because they're not maybe as quick on the draw as maybe somebody else who is more strategic. So uh, that's the downside of it. There was the part that I didn't like was when you guys were like, I want to look over there, and I was like, well, I don't know what ability check that is. And then when
Right.
I'm looking, I'm like, well, everything is like these, just all these little 6 abilities. That's it. So it's just like it all ties into these things. And I don't like that so much. So it was almost like if you're good at looking over there in the bushes, you're good at searching things, and you're good at, so it's just this long list of things that are the exact same number. Which D&D Fifth Edition is about the same way. I like
Yeah.
3.5 rules where you not only got ability points, but you also got points to put into your skills. And so you might be a really good swimmer, but you suck at lockpicking, or stuff like that. I kind of like that style a little bit better, but I do like the collaborativeness of you guys being able to participate in the story building. So
I just thought it was
yeah,
funny that when they needed to move the wagon, the two
yeah.
people that would have been able to knowledgeably move that wagon were unconscious. Because I
Yeah.
posted it in Zoom call. Y'all could have unhooked the horses and drug the wagon out of the road and then hooked the and Ellen's like, my character would not have thought that way. So that's why I was like, the people
they
that
wouldn't have been
that
able to
would have
figure out how
thought
to
of it,
unhook them.
right?
Yep.
But the two that could have were
The horses.
unconscious and
The
or
horses would have been
dying.
telling them, all right, now pull that out. Okay, now throw that over.
Now,
Pull the
now the
lever!
same now the same hookups aren't going to be on the wagon. So when you get to the wagon, you're going to have to just tie this around something that's sturdy. It's like,
Actually, what would have been funny is if they'd unhooked the horses and the horses ran off and they're like, "See you later, losers."
Or just
That
one of the
would've been
horses runs off and the other one's like, God, I hate that guy.
Yeah.
the one that
Hey,
was
yeah,
kind
man.
of blanked out anyways, be like, damn it.
I hate that guy. Oh.
The
This is your
horses were
weekly
my
reminder
favorite
to
part,
go.
by the way.
That's why I like the horses when Stone would talk to him. In my game, I'm like, oh, this is perfect because he's the only one that actually knows what these horses are saying. And he turns y'all, they really like us. No.
Yep.
One of them thinks y'all are all stupid, and the
I
other
like-
one's just kind of like going with the flow.
I like that the horses like Valden, but nobody else in the whole world likes Valden. Just
the only
horses.
NPCs in the world.
I mean, it's not true. The Tavern Keep in a Raj likes Valden.
She tolerated him. That's about all I can say.
It's because of your last name.
Yes, true.
One day we're going to get to a village and then you're going to walk in and it's just be, everything is Valden.
And you're gonna be
If-
like,
if-
oh no.
If we switch to a different format in our game, I think it will probably be Pathfinder Second Edition,
I figured that.
or maybe D&D 3.5.
Oh my, oh God.
Probably Pathfinder Second Edition. I like that it has a lot more rules. I actually like
Ain't
that more.
3.5 a lot more mathing?
It is quite a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is more mathing.
So you
Yeah.
want to put the set of people that you have more mathing. That'll
Yes.
take combat will take forever, Diz.
Roll for
I'm
lockpick
not
check.
even sure. I know that you can have some really high like armor scores and stuff. So
His armor score is beyond 9,000.
I critted. Hang on, I gotta roll all these dice. Oh crap, I lost count.
I did like the ideal with Daggerheart where they almost try to work against, people that want to min-max, because I enjoy building characters that are like, a little lopsided sometimes, like that. But they really try to prevent you from being able to do that completely.
Yeah.
The thing that I don't understand about it though, we get 6 health points.
Yep.
And if I can, so for my character sheet I had, severity was a 16. You're all but doubling that on a crit. There's not an armor value in the game that'll let me cut that down.
Yeah.
So that's automatically 3 points gone.
And to be honest, I don't know if I was supposed to be counting crits at natural 20s. I was just assuming that was how it worked. Since
Yeah.
you guys got crits, I figured, but I don't know if that's actually in the rules or not.
But the only way that we crit is if we pair up the die.
Right.
So I don't know if there's really crits in the game at all unless we get, even
Yeah.
or get doubled numbers.
Well, I don't roll 2 dice. I only roll 1d20.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if
Yeah.
there's crits
I
any
don't
other
know
way
if
because
there's
I didn't
a
see
rule for the
rules for that
DM.
at all.
So
Well, let's all stop to acknowledge that I was the first person to roll a crit.
sure. Yeah.
You
So
were
mark
also
that
first
down in
one to fall.
history. Yep. As is tradition.
Except this time you weren't sleeping.
That's true. At least I was awake.
You were fighting
Ambrose
back when he put you down.
was
Mhm.
the first to go down.
Yep.
Mordecai, however, sleeping and takes
Usually
The way
the
he
third.
does. Yep. That's how Andros wants it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna finish. We only got halfway through it, so we're gonna finish that off. Next time we play.
2 weeks.
And hopefully we'll
so
have
the-
a Russ and a Baker. So
So the beta is only short enough that you're only level ones
yeah,
To
you
the-
don't
to the
actually.
whole thing.
Yeah, you don't advance
Hmm.
in this. Now they've talked like they may have more beta adventures, and it'll probably be higher level stuff. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, this is the first one. You kind
I
of.
mean, I figured we should have leveled up when we milestoned and got to Hush after the bullshit fight with the DM that we had on the road.
It's not. It's not in the. It's
It was
not
a
in the,
milestone that we
module.
got there. With-
It was a milestone. It was a miracle.
This is true. This is true.
You guys bleeding out in the cart and Valley Girl.
I mean,
Oh my
Talking the
God.
horses.
at least she tried.
Yeah. Timmy's character just slept
The
in
other
the
one's
cart.
just sleeping next to two bodies that are about to die. He's like, it's fine.
He's trying to keep us warm.
I doubt he was cuddling.
He climbed in one of you like a tauntaun.
Yeah.
That's called possession, I'm told.
No, that's something else.
Possession, Sammy.
All right, enough talk about dragons and dungeons and stuff.
So now what are we
You-
talking about?
You had something you said, I'm going to save this for the show here. And I don't know what it was because you didn't say what it was.
Yeah, he didn't give us a topic.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
You
what it
started
was.
to
It's
Which
gone
say
now
now.
he's lost it.
It's gone now. See, that's why you should hit the button beforehand. Just randomly hit the button.
Dude, there is this deal that you told us about and posted in our
Yeah, the
Discord.
Fallout deal, right? It's posted
got
in the
that,
general
yeah.
gaming area
Got
of
that. It's
the
right there on the
Nerdacopia
screen.
Discord. There it is. Yep,
Yeah.
you can go to Fanatical right now. We don't have an affiliate link, so once again, we don't get anything off this. But you can go to Fanatical right now, and you can get every Fallout game made, including Fallout 76 and its expansion, Atlantic City, for $24.99 US dollars.
I've never played a Fallout game.
So that you get Fallout 1 and 2, which are isometric, old school computer RPGs. So not like Fallout is now. You also get Fallout Tactics, which is just a tactics game like Tactics Ogre or Final Fantasy Tactics or friggin' I can't think of names today. It's real bad. The one from Nintendo. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm sorry. The one Timmy wants me to finish playing.
From Nintendo?
Yeah.
The NES?
Well, it did come out on the NES, yes. I can't think of what it is.
One, Breath of the Wild, Breath of the Wild, Breath of Fire?
Not Breath of Fire.
Was that like tactics style?
What, Fire Emblem?
Fire Emblem. Yes, there you go.
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem. Yep. So that's what Final Fantasy. That's what Fallout Tactics is.
Oh yeah, I remember Breath of Fire.
Yeah.
That's not tactics.
No, it's an RPG by Capcom. Believe it or not. And I actually
tried to
like
play a little bit of it. I didn't care.
I like Breath of Fire 1 and 2. I've not played anything past that. One day I will, but I really enjoyed 1 and 2. I have 1 on the Super Nintendo. I didn't play 2 on the Super Nintendo, but I purchased 1 and 2 again on the Game Boy Advance, and I beat them both on the Game Boy Advance. Which reminds me, I can beat them again with what's in this box.
I was gonna ask you, do you have a pocket?
I
have a
do.
pocket.
It's in this box. I haven't opened it yet because I want to open it with Clan Salmon, but also I would really like to do an unboxing and put it on the YouTube or something. But I
Gotta
don't
do
know
it
if I
at 4 in
will.
the morning.
There you go. 4 a.m. unboxing. There you go. But yeah, so then you get 1 and 2 in tactics, which if you do play order, it goes 1 tactics and 2. And then you get Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition, Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition, Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition, and then like I said, Fallout 76 with the Atlantic City expansion. All for $25. So not bad. Not a bad deal. That will keep you busy for a long time.
Yeah.
I have other games that do that.
Maybe until Elder Scrolls 6 comes out.
I mean, it could keep you for a long time. I don't know if it'd be that long, but a long time.
Maybe to keep you busy till Fable comes out.
Fable will be out before Elder Scrolls 6.
You don't know that. You don't know
Maybe.
that.
Maybe.
They keep
Here's
pushing.
hoping. That's true. That's
They're
true.
gonna announce it this year. They're gonna give it a date.
We're hoping. Let's
Gonna be
all hope that
this holiday season.
let's all hope that in June we get a date for Fable 4. Or just straight up Fable. Maybe they'll just reboot the whole thing.
I'm okay with that.
And Gears. They need to announce Gears at the same time.
I would like for them to make a Gears announcement. Yes, that would be great. That would be great. I think Halo may need to take a little break. That people want Halo again. I know that's just broke his heart.
Maybe they just need to start it all over again.
Honestly, I didn't like Halo 6, but I wish they would have finished the fucking story.
Yeah, I mean, even Master Chief says that you need to finish the fight.
It's fucking awful. It's just like there had to be more to it. Just like, here's this really cool enemy, and here you get to fight this big space ape thing.
Space ape. Listen, we all know that the game Infinite was released just because they had to release something, and that's all they had.
Hey, I'm just saying that, that makes 2 games now that has had Infinite in the title that is bombed so bad nobody wants it. Call of Duty was the other.
Infinite
Call of
Warfare.
Duty had it. Oh, Infinite Warfare.
Yeah. That's the one that they were giving free copies away if you bought a console.
Is that the
because
one
nobody
where
would purchase that?
you could
fucking
like
shit.
walk on the walls and shit, and you had jetpacks and
And you fought in
Spider-Man
outer space with
arm thingies.
jets and shit.
Yeah. I didn't play that. It looked awful.
And nobody wanted it. That's why they were giving free copies away with the Xbox.
Hey kid, come over here. You want this copy of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare? No, thanks. My mommy said no. Remember, kids, say no to Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Do crack instead. Your parents will appreciate it.
So 343 got to do 3 Halos, right?
Uh-huh.
So do we think that that's it for them? That now somebody else will make 3, or wishful thinking?
I mean, it's wishful thinking. I mean, maybe let Coalition Studios have a crack at Halo.
Here's what we got from 343. We got Halo 4, which to me made me realize how many fucking buttons that you press during a Halo game, because they added the fucking animation of you actually stopping and touching the button. and then looking at it as the door opened. I'm like, oh my god, awful. And then Halo 5, nobody wanted the X-Men Legends combined with Halo, but that's what we got. They could have still
Halo-
had blue. They could have had blue team. They could have had blue team, and that we did it in Reach, and it worked. Okay, all right.
This is my problem with Halo 5. Halo 5 was marketed as a completely different game than what it came out to be. It was supposed to be Locke versus Chief, right? That's what it was marketed as. Is like these two things are going to meet and it's going to be hellacious.
I mean, every
And
time you
then-
saw the trailer,
Right.
you
Yeah,
know,
that's what it was.
One or the other, just like, oh, this is going to be an epic fight. Nope.
And then at the very beginning of the game, they're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna meet Chief. I'm gonna bring him in because he's a fugitive." And then they meet, and they basically make out. And then for the rest of the game, they love each other and are trying to find the perfect home in California's beautiful San Fernando Valley. that's Halo 5. And then in part 6, apparently Locke got sucked through a black hole because nobody exists except for Chief and
Blue
New
team's
Cortana.
gone. Yep.
Yeah,
Old
nobody's
Cortana's
there
fucking gone.
except for New Cortana.
So let's talk about the endings of these games, okay?
So maybe that's
Hopefully,
what
th-
happened.
This
Maybe
is
it
a
was
spoiler.
Chief and New
So
Cortana
just so you
got
know,
ripped through to somewhere else.
Maybe.
at the end of Halo 1, you blow up a fucking ring
Yep.
and you're in a ship. You're in a ship that has no faster than light travel. So that's
Yep.
a little perplexing. But you're at a completion point, okay?
Uh-huh.
And then at the start of Halo 2, you're back on Earth, and they're like they kind of tongue in cheek poke at that he's back at Earth, but he shouldn't have been able to be. And there's a whole story there, but that's fine, right? Because it has nothing to do with the actual gameplay. And then at the end of Halo 2, you're right you're riding on a fucking Covenant ship on the way back to Earth, and then Halo 3 starts right after that, and then Halo 3 actually gives you a real ending. Like they could end the whole series here, and that would be a good ending. 343 gives us Halo 4. You beat the Didact, but did you beat him? Because his hand's twitching. Halo 5 comes out. Where's the Didact? We fucking killed him somewhere. We sent out a squad and they killed him.
Yeah.
What? What did they do that in Halo 4?
It was killed. It was in a book.
They should have just sent that team in Halo 4.
Exactly. Apparently, they're way better than Chief.
End of Halo 5. You got Cortana going fucking nuts, taking all the AI, and they're all revolting. Halo 6 starts. Cortana's fucking gone. You got new Cortana.
Dead. Yep, New Cortana.
What happened? You gotta read the fucking book. You know, it's fine. I like the books. I read the books. I enjoy them. But it's never been so ingrained into the middle of these storylines where you had to read the books. And that's what's bothered me about these stupid games. It's like you're having to buy physical DLC for the games. It's awful.
Yeah.
And that's my soapbox. So
Yep.
Guess what? In Halo 6, you meet these fuckers that I can't even remember what they're called. You just fight them for like a minute there. But they're like super duper aliens. I don't know
Super fuckers.
Super fucker aliens.
Super fuck.
In Halo 7, guess what? They might as well not even fucking exist because they sent out
they won't be there.
Sent out Locke and Buck and Team what was it, Osiris to fuck them up, and then you got to read the book.
Team Osiris beats Team Apophis.
You gotta purchase the anime and then watch the anime.
And then we find out the Halo rings are actually Stargates, and boom, now we have a Stargate game.
And it starts out as Stargate SGU.
Then MacGyver shows up.
Well, they're already in space, Clan.
Fuck that. The SGU didn't happen.
That's my Halo rant. So
That was a good rant. I liked it.
Not
It's a
happy.
very convincing argument. Well, you know
Yeah,
what? You shouldn't have to get into the new Halo books. You know what they should have done? And here's my rant. If you're going to make a TV show and you don't make a TV show about the games, you know what? Make a TV show where each season of the show is the book between the games, and therefore everybody gets caught up on the story.
there you go.
Oh, now you're
Yeah.
making too much sense.
You know what the
Or
books were?
hire Nathan Fillion, and then he's got 2 shows that I can watch going on at the same time.
You know what the books used to be? They were little side stories that happened in between the games that give you like some extra content and stuff like that.
Right.
You didn't need them. You didn't need them to understand what was going on in the games in Halo 1, 2, 3. It was just extra stuff. And now it's like if you don't read them, you're like, what the fuck just happened? I don't understand
Yeah.
what's going on.
Usually book novelization of games are either, like you said, they're either a side story, they're a retelling of the story that happens in the game, or they're an
Mhm.
alternate universe kind of take on the game. Like there's Resident Evil books. I have them all, and they're all like, there are some that go over what happens in the games, but they change some things, and then there's books that are completely standalone, but they go with the book universe instead of the game universe.
Mhm.
You know, so it's not that if you never played the games, you could still enjoy the books on their own and
Right.
know kind of what was going on. Yeah, having the books be so, you know, quintessential to understanding the plot of the games is just weird. Like for me, like you're right, at the end of Halo 5, I think it was, like Cortana's going rampant. The last thing you see is like Cortana telling you to come to the Halo.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, that'll be cool. You actually go
Yeah.
back to a Halo and you have to, you know, fight or save Cortana or something, you know, whatever's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then Halo Infinite starts. It's like, nah, dog, we already did all that. We totally murdered her. I'm like, okay.
I bet the book is amazing, and I probably will get it and read it at some point.
But you shouldn't have to. That should have been
But I should, yeah,
the
I shouldn't
6th
have to.
game. It
Yeah,
should have been
I
like 2 to
agree.
3. Halo Infinite should have picked up right at the end of 5.
Mhm. I 100% agree.
It's kind of like, you know, in Clerks 2, where they're talking about the 3 logical stopping points of Return of the King. And I know somewhere some Halo fanboy just barfed. So, but yeah, so that's my addendum to your rant. Uh, that's just me. You know what Halo needs? Big burly dudes with chainsaw guns.
Have they made any like? I imagine they've made books, but have they made any like cartoons or movies? I know there's no live action movies, but like
Dave
animated.
Batista wants to be in a Gears of War movie so bad. He had armor made of the Gears of War coalition armor put on and pictures taken of him that he sent to the studio and he put on Twitter, trying to get them to cast him as Marcus Phoenix in the Gears of War game.
He, he would
In a movie.
he would not be a good Marcus Phoenix though. He'd be more of a Tau.
Well, he may be, he just wants to be in the
Well,
movie.
yeah, but I'm saying like if you played enough Gears, Tau, the one that shoots himself with the shotgun right before he turns, because the locust, you know.
So it's a family movie.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
no, I'm saying this is
Rated E
before
for
he
everyone.
I'm talking about this is the movie before he gets captured, when he's
Much like my
still fighting.
chainsaw gun.
Because he does this in 2, but when he gets captured and tortured by the locust, and they give him a shotgun and he takes his own life because he doesn't want to turn, like Batista would be more that size of a character.
Yeah, but you want more than a 2-picture deal.
Well, no, I'm saying they could do it without, you know, having him
Unalive.
put him as fucking Clayton, then the brother that didn't die.
Maybe. I really need to go back and play the Gears of War. I only played the first one. I need to play the others. My nephew and I sat down and played Gears of War in one sitting. That's the biggest thing I remember about the original Gears of War. We played it and he bought it. We played it in one sitting.
I mean, because
It
if
was
they
it
made
was very
movies that
good.
followed the games, by the time they get to where Dom is no longer with us, everybody's gonna quit wanting to watch anything past that.
Oh, Fallout show. Well, I have thoughts on the Fallout show, Regan.
I do as well. I haven't watched the
Oh,
whole thing though.
I've seen all 8.
I've only
me
watched,
too.
I've only watched 2 episodes.
I liked it. I thought that it was very good. I like there are, if you've played the games, there's ribbing on the games in the show.
I've never played a game.
There's one line where Walton Goggins, Ghoul character, is like the lady from Vault 33 is like, in Vault 33 we
Lucy.
live by the golden rule. And he's like, well, out here in the wasteland, it has its own golden rule, and it's do what you do and then then get moved on to some kind of bullshit side quest or whatever, because that's what you do in Fallout. You try to do the main story and you get pulled off onto all these little side quests. So I enjoyed that a lot. That was good. That was good. And then there's a big callback to the games at the end of episode 8. But yeah, I mean, the show, you're right, Regan. The show, he says for everybody on YouTube, that the set and prop designs were so damn good and spot on. The show looked like it was from a Fallout game. I will give them that. It looked amazing. Like everything looked exactly how it should. And may I say, Walton Goggins is my favorite character in that show. The man is just an amazing actor. He can play anything.
Yeah. Well, we're in the process of it. I would have already watched them myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm watching them with some other people. So
I watched them all in like
pace.
3 days.
Yeah.
Harley's upset with me over the show. Now I've never played a Fallout game. But remember in the water clan, the creature?
Mm-hmm.
In our world, that's one of her favorite creatures. When I pointed it out, she said, "That's not one, and you will never say that again." I was like, "Oh, but it is."
Yep,
She got
sure
so
is.
upset. She got so upset.
Yep, sure is.
I was like, "It's definitely one. It's just mutated."
Oh yeah, there's Rob's topic that he wanted to bring up.
Smite 2. Well, here's the problem. No one here plays Smite. So I don't know what to do. Well, except for Bug. Bug plays Smite.
But I may not be giving 2 shits about that MOBA.
I asked him if it was going to start over and just have like a few characters, because I can play a game when there's less characters, but Smite now has like I don't know how many characters.
Oh,
like
they'll never be able to start it over and not keep all the characters, because that's one of the things that keeps this thing going.
Well, apparently they're going to run concurrently. Even though there's going to be a Smite 2, they're not getting rid of Smite 1. So now you just have to buy all the gods you bought in Smite 1 again in Smite 2.
All you got to do is buy a pack, and it gives you everything that will ever be released through the longevity of Smite. And then in Smite 2, if they do that again, then you buy it that first time, and then you get every god and goddess that'll ever be released till Smite 3 comes out. And
do you get Megatron again?
Is this
those are battle pass skins that you were allowed to try to win for a particular god? Like Megatron's is for Raw. So when that battle pass came out, I played and got it unlocked,
Here's the ultimate cheat
And
code for
then-
everybody playing Smite, by the way. If you're playing against Raw, he's susceptible to a nuclear blast right next to his dome.
Not true.
Ask me how I know.
Not true. Not a nuclear blast. I just flash you with my brilliant solar flare and get away.
I mean, that's how they killed him in Stargate.
That's not the same.
I'm just saying. They put a nuke right next to him and he
That guy was not a god, so
thought
So
he
is this-
was.
I
Is
mean, he
this
thought
just
he
gonna be
would. He
another
found out real fast that he
EverQuest?
wasn't.
This is gonna be another EverQuest 2, where EverQuest 2 is now just gone probably from existence, and people are still playing EverQuest.
Yeah, people still playing EverQuest. Hopefully EverQuest 2 was taken out and unalived.
More than likely, when Smite 2 comes out, the SPL will shift to it and make it top priority.
When you said SPL, for some reason in my head, it made me think of Sparrow Racing League from Destiny.
What it
No,
is.
no. The Smite Pro League.
Damn. Is there a
But no.
Paladins Pro League too?
There was a Paladins League, and then they did away with that when Smite came on the scene.
Paladins.
Because all the guys that were doing the casting for Paladins are now doing the casting for Smite. But I'd be more
you some
interested in
cards?
playing the other MOBA.
Thank you. Bunch of
You sent me some cards? Oh, thank you.
only looked up a few.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank
Because
you.
while you were away, Diz, I mentioned to Clan that a certain MOBA that used to be out is getting retooled and is in the PTR right now to get upgrades and be relaunched
Heroes of the
by
Swarm.
Blizzard. Yes.
I'll
Heroes
play-
is going to make a
I
return.
can
Or
play some of that.
HOTS.
And the only reason I can is because I actually learned some of the characters and stuff of that one. So
But yeah,
I know which characters I like. So
well, they're redoing a lot of them. They're
yeah.
it's in the PTR right now.
Hey,
And
and
then, of
Arthas isn't a
course-
fart.
But they announced that this week. They're also announced that War Within, if you stepped away from WoW for any point in time, is a great time to jump back in
Stop for a minute.
because it will help catch you up lore wise on a lot of stuff going on and be a little easier flowing to get into the game.
What if you skip the cutscene?
I mean, you can skip.
It
the
forces you to
cutscenes.
watch the cutscene. It forces
I
you to
thought-
watch the cutscene.
I think it should force Diaz to watch the cutscenes. Maybe I should send out an email.
He pays $70 and just gets a DVD of all the cutscenes. And it'll only give him the CD key to unlock the game when he watches all the cutscenes. And he can't
even-
fast forward it.
Not even a Blu-ray,
Oh, that's
a
torture.
DVD.
No, not on Blu-ray. No, you get it on DVD. You get 24 DVDs that you have to
Nice.
watch in order without fast forwarding. And at the end, you get your CD key that you have to put in to unlock the game.
Once you watch the very last one, it
Oh.
sends a code to Blizzard, and Blizzard goes, "All right, he watched them in order.
That's
Here's
right.
the code."
That's right. Could be worse. They could send you a DVD and it's all the cutscenes involving the cabbage people from 14.
Oh my god. You know I skipped all those cutscenes.
Oh, I know you did.
You know what I need to do, Clan? Send an email out and be like, "We need to make him force watch all the cutscenes, but it has to be in this guy's voice." And I'll send a link of Jackie. And then Diz will be like, "I
You
don't
having fun?
understand what they're
Mhm.
fucking saying, anyways."
That's this is what happens when your significant other finds out you have a camera.
Well, now you got to get the boogers off of the mic.
I told you could stream. You just have to do it in a sports bra.
I don't know why this just popped in my head, but I was just flipping through TikTok earlier, and it was like this DJ, this woman with 95.5 something or other, and she's just like doing like promos in between the music and stuff, and just like recording herself to put it on TikTok, and
Yeah.
she's like, "This just in: 45% of Americans sleep with a stuffed animal." In in further news, I'm sorry that they referred to your mom as a stuffed animal.
Nice. I like it. Nice. Damn. Heck
I
yeah.
was like, that's good.
That was good. That was good.
Did you follow that person, Diz?
I don't know. I follow a lot of people on TikTok.
Because if you
Mhm.
didn't, you missed an opportunity.
What, to follow her?
Yeah, because if she's gonna say something like that, you might hear something else.
Oh, it pops up all the freaking time.
Mhm.
It's like when you follow them, then it stops showing up. Then you have
Yeah.
to switch over to the following to see them. It won't show
Mhm.
up in your like for you stuff. So I don't understand.
If they ban TikTok, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I haven't
Wow.
heard. I mean, they were talking about it, so
Yeah. Apparently, it's attached to the foreign aid bill. So if they pass the foreign aid bill, they also ban TikTok.
Yeah, but why are you in trouble if they ban TikTok?
I like TikTok.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like if you want to do it, just if you're talking about just watching the reels, you can always watch the reels on YouTube or Facebook. Also,
Yeah, but it's not as good.
why? Because you can't
True.
see body parts.
I mean, you can see the same body parts on those that you see on the other one.
Mine doesn't
I know
have
that's what I was
these
gonna say. You
things.
can see you can see pretty much anything on all three of them.
But I'm just Facebook's has given up on being anything but find out if your friends cheating on their man and what's going on with church supper on Sunday. So it's kind of like streaming on Facebook. If you're still streaming on Facebook, stop. No one's watching you. Not even Facebook.
Upload videos to Facebook.
Yeah, you do. Can you tell me how to upload videos to Facebook?
So did y'all make y'all an account on the newest platform, whatever called Slushy
What is
with a
this?
Y, not
That
an IE?
sounds dirty. No, I've not heard of slushy. Is this what happens when you're moist but you live in Alaska?
No, I think it has to do with somebody some type of program fighting against OnlyFans, like rivaling them. I think that's what this one's supposed to be.
Like, well, they got a horrible name. Do they have another? Do they have a sister site called Icy?
I mean, if they do, and it's with two E's, I might.
I
I
mean,
might
I
check
like
that
it.
one out.
I like a good Icy now. I'm just,
I mean, I guess it had to be with the Y, right? Because the two E's should be trademarked.
it should be, but who knows? You remember the Ices that you could get at the cookie place in the mall?
Dude.
Those were good. That's good old days.
Yep. I
But
think
Did
I've
this
told
play?
you guys
I
about
haven't been to the
the cherry icy I got that one time that didn't have the red coloring in it,
Oh yeah, it was clear.
and I
It
wish that
still
was
tasted
still a
like
thing.
cherry.
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
red dye kills me. So I don't.
Oh, I
So
like
the
it, but I
crystal
mean,
clear Pepsi's your icy.
mhm.
It is.
Now I
So-
have
so
the
did
Crystal
they just
Pepsi
u-
music in my head. Thanks.
So did they just use Gatorade ice and pour in there with that's cherry flavored?
No, I mean it was just the cherry icy, but
But no
there was
red dye
no
number
red,
5.
no red dye. So it was like it looked like this. Nothing was in it. It was just like like ice in there. You drank it, it was cherry flavored. I was like, whoa, this is great.
Hmm.
That was a long time ago. That was in the
That
90s.
that
so.
either that was an
Ah, the
experiment or
90s.
somebody fucked up on their job. They had one
It's
job and they
true.
fucked it up.
There's a whole batch of icy went out with no red dye in it.
I mean, it
It's
could have
great.
happened.
Whoa, dude! I totally didn't put the dye in there, man.
It's fine. Nobody will notice.
All right.
I think they'll notice.
As long as it tastes the same, right? Maybe it's a white cherry icy.
Well, I'm just saying. Clear Pepsi did not taste like regular Pepsi.
It did not. Crystal Pepsi did not taste like Pepsi at all. But I remember liking it when I was younger. When they brought it back for that limited time, I bought one and I was like, "This is shit."
They
Like it
changed
did not
the
taste
recipe.
the same as what I remember it tasting.
Pretty sure they changed the recipe
Yeah,
when they released this new one. And it didn't last long.
You know what else they should bring back from the 90s? That Taco Bell Chihuahua.
I think he's dead.
Yo
Well, I
quiero
mean,
Taco
yeah,
Bell.
exactly. But they should bring in another Chihuahua and start that back up again. Those commercials were golden.
The board.
I'm just saying. They should do it. It would be muy bueno Taco Bell.
What if this clear cherry icy is a Mandela effect? Because nobody
Like
else
you
I've
remember
ever
it, but it
told,
didn't happen.
nobody else I've ever told about this has ever seen it, knows about it,
Yeah, I've never
remembers
I've
it.
never heard of it either.
I can't find it online. I mean, it was real, as far as I can remember.
You sure it wasn't like a
was
temporary STD
impactful.
from all the sex you were having in the mid to late 90s?
No, this would have been early 90s. This would have been possibly even 80s. So
Holy crap. I mean, the clear stuff definitely I could see being a 90s thing
yes, right. So,
because the 90s had a big thing with the clear things. Like you could buy a phone that was clear, you could buy a Game Boy that was clear, all sorts of clear things. People like seeing the innards of things. It's a very weird time to be alive.
So apparently
maybe
there
I'm
was
from a different universe.
three Chihuahuas that ran the Taco
Maybe.
Bell commercial,
Mm-hmm.
but the main lead one was a female.
Yep. Yeah, she a very DED dead. I'm just saying though, those are very nice commercials.
I mean, the dog died in 2009,
Mm-hmm.
born in 94.
It's a good life.
15 years. I mean,
Yeah, it's a good long life for a Chihuahua.
I mean, it was well taken care of. It's
Yeah,
the face
usually.
of Taco Bell.
That's true. Usually their heart goes before they end.
That one didn't have to play guard dog.
That's true. That one well taken care of. The finest of dog food.
And
Do you
vet
think that
bills.
you
Like
think the
vet
Taco
care.
Bell Chihuahua ever ate Taco Bell?
I mean, they may have gave it the taco meat.
I mean, maybe. He's a dog food, so Oh, by the way, update on the strawberry swirl
cake rolls?
things. Yeah, Swiss cake rolls. I went to go try one the other day, and I just so happened to look on the box and they were out of date, so I threw them away. I didn't get to try one.
Dang, you
plan-
waited that long?
My plan was to try it here live, but they were out of date. I said no.
So,
Denied by it.
were y'all hanging on to them for too long, or were they purchased almost out of date to begin with?
I guess they were purchased nearly out of date to begin with, I guess.
So,
I don't think
either
we had
that
them
was
very
the
long.
last. So that was either like the last of it, and they're like, "Well, we'll just leave them on the shelf to sell them out."
Yeah. Like they went out of
Oh.
date, but they wouldn't make it anymore.
Right. So
Yeah.
they weren't replacing and rotating stock.
No, but that does remind me I need to go tomorrow and get Swiss cake rolls because I love those things too much. I've not tried them cold. I never think about putting cakes in a cold place unless it's an ice cream cake and it goes in the freezer. But I never just like take like a thing of little Debbie cakes, be like, oh, I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator. Because the thing about it is, if you do that with candies and stuff, and you take them out, it seems like they melt quicker. Has anyone else observed this phenomenon?
If you make something colder, it makes it melt quicker.
Yeah, like when
That's
you
the-
like put something into the refrigerator, right? Like something that let's say has a chocolate on it, like a cake or like a little Debbie cake or something, and you take it out.
Well, they do say that cold water boils faster.
Yeah.
Maybe it has something to do with that. Same type of
Maybe.
physics going
Maybe.
on there. I don't know.
Maybe.
Strawberry roll does have chocolate if it's a strawberry Swiss cake roll.
Yeah,
Dylan.
these are strawberry Swiss cake though. They're not like the
Strawberry
strawberry
shortcake.
shortcake rolls. They have like the strawberry in the middle. These are different.
But to answer your question, Clan, on whether or not I've done that with chocolate, the answer is no.
I know you haven't because you don't like chocolate. You like butterscotch, but you don't like chocolate, which definitely means that there is something wrong.
Well, we've had
the
this discussion on why.
Well, the
I don't
strawberry's
need to-
inside it. Would you say it's possessed by the strawberry?
Yes, it would be possessed by the
I would
strawberry.
say
Yes.
I would say that it has a strawberry infusion.
Oh, it could be. Well, if the chocolate has it inside of itself, though, right, is restraining the strawberry. So wouldn't the chocolate be in possession of the strawberry at that
Well,
time?
but it had the white cream filling, and they just did like kind of like kidney dialysis. They just circulated it out and put red in there instead.
Why you gotta go in with kidney dialysis for? Ain't nobody want to be up in here talking about kidney dialysis.
We getting scientific up in here.
Apparently.
So I told you about my mother-in-law, right, having cancer,
Mm-hmm.
and they got her on chemo.
Mm-hmm.
She's not supposed to be around anybody. She's not supposed to, when she's on the chemo and the pump and all that, she's not supposed to be using the same bathroom as other people. She's not supposed to be, interacting with other people or whatever. Well, her husband's a little freaked out about it because he's like, I don't want that to get on me potentially, and then something happened to me or whatever. And so I told Harley, I said, you tell your mama that if anything needs to be taken care of, she just call me, I'll show up. And Harley looked at me. I said, I hugged nuclear powered weapons on the submarine. You think chemo and radiation is going to affect me?
True.
I was like, my
Al-
body's already used to that shit.
Also, there's a chance that you get cool mutant powers like Spider-Man or the X-Men.
I mean, can I get Wolverine's regenerative powers? That's all I want.
I mean, that is his mutant power. The claws are not his mutant power.
Right.
I hate to break that
That's
to you,
all I
Chad.
want is his regenerative power.
He has a healing factor and he
Decided.
has super smell.
Or can I
Decided
have
if it
Deadpool's?
happens, you get Jubilee's powers.
Damn.
Firework
I'll be
hands.
great at parties.
You would be great at parties.
That's all she can do.
Do you know Jubilee's name,
Mm.
actual name is Jubilee?
Yeah, they weren't very
Jubilee.
creative there.
No, and slightly racist.
So how much of the new X-Men have you made it through Clan?
I've not watched any of it yet, but I'm going to. But I haven't watched it yet because
I made it through a couple of episodes and they went a direction I wasn't expecting them to.
apparently something big happens in episode 5 and it made people cry.
I was not expecting what took place.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened, but I'm curious. Also, they brought back Morph.
Well, yeah, Morph was in the other one, was in the original.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes and like the last episode.
Because when they went into the cave, in like the second episode or whatever, he even morphed into Omega Red during that fight. And then they thought Morph was gone forever, which kind of crushed Logan.
Yep.
And then he shows back up with like dark black rings under his eyes, like he ain't slept in fucking 100 years.
Yeah, he's been
And then
messed
he's
over by
evil.
Mr. Sinister.
Right. So, he shows back up, and then Logan's like, but you're part of the team. No, not right now. He's not. That poor guy's mentally fucked up.
Yeah, but I do want to watch X-Men 97. That's right up my alley. I love that cartoon back in the day.
But
I also heard they're also thinking about bringing back Spider-Man 94, which would be cool. I like that one too. Don't you remember it? Spider blood, radioactive spider blood. Diz doesn't remember it because he was banging chicks at the time.
I did watch
I mean,
an
he may have been
older
banging them to
Spider-Man
that-
cartoon,
to that theme song.
but I don't remember much about it. Spider-Man, my favorite superhero.
Spider-Man's a good choice. Spider-Man, good superhero. Oh, by the way, has anybody seen the trailer for Transformers 1?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I'm let down.
I
Imagine, if you will, a Transformers movie set before all the other Transformers movie, before Optimus Prime and Megatron or Optimus Prime and Megatron. Instead, there were Orion Pax and D16 or something like that.
Yeah, when they're still on Cybertron before
Yeah.
they split into.
They don't know how to transform yet,
Right.
and it's kind of like a buddy cop movie.
so they're not
Mhm.
Transformers.
Well, they're Transformers. They're just Transformers that have not been given the ability to transform yet.
Now
Right,
they are
at the-
all that meets the eye.
Yes, and they even have a joke about being more than meets the eye.
And then,
Also,
of course, B,
yeah,
badass
Yeah.
Atron.
Badassatron. Yeah, I saw
I was like,
what
what?
is who will eventually be Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, who's Orion Pax in the movie, Megatron. There's a little, not a little one, but RC looks to be in
RC's
there.
there.
Yeah,
And what is it?
I think there's one more. I think there's 5 of them in total.
Oh, what's his name? It's the one that was leader of the Autobots before Prime, or before Optimus.
Well, I saw look like Primus or Alpha Trion.
Primus.
Fuck, what was his name?
Yeah, Primus is the Transformer god, and then
Oh,
Alpha
no, it's a man.
Trion. Well, that's true. They did the theme song from South Park. But here, a little Transformers knowledge here for you. But Alpha Trion is the one that made Orion Pax into Optimus Prime. But they're going a little bit differently in the thing because in the cartoon canon, Orion Pax was a librarian, and Megatron was just always Megatron, except he was a gladiator. And in this one, they seem to be miners. They seem to be mining stuff, and they're not allowed to go to the surface.
Miners.
Bum, bum,
Well,
bum, bum,
if,
bum, bum.
if you follow it back though to the beginning when the series first came out, they weren't divided. The war on Cybertron hadn't started yet.
Mhm.
They hadn't taken on the shapes of Autobots and Decepticons, and they were all together. And then Megatron decided that being a working class and toiling for their creators was bullshit, and he led the rebellion. But the rebellion was tearing apart Cybertron, which is why Optimus rallied the ones that refused to become Decepticons and were trying to fight back to stop the destruction of Cybertron.
Mhm.
Like that's what originally happened. So they weren't really, I mean, that's kind of what they were to start with, was miners and engineers and
Yeah.
stuff like that, trying to get Energon.
You know who created the Transformers disc? They show up in Transformers the movie. First time they show up.
God.
No, they're called Quintessons.
The quintessential beings.
Well, actually, they're just weird robotic creatures with 5 faces.
So they're many faces from He-Man.
Yep. Yep. That's it. That guy.
Many faces. You watch
Sentinel
out for
Prime is the other one, Clan.
because you have many faces. That's from Family Guy.
Sentinel Prime is the other one.
Sentinel Prime.
That's the
So
fifth one.
apparently, you can play all of these Fallout games on Game Pass. But is
You
it
can.
cross play? You have it on Steam. Can you play with?
Okay. If you have Fallout 70, if you have Fallout 76 on Steam, and your buddy has Fallout 76 on the Xbox Game Pass, right?
Game Pass.
You can play together PC to PC. You can. But I don't think if you're on Steam that you can play with someone that's on
A
Xbox.
console? Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think. Don't hold me to that, but I think that's how that works.
Okay. Didn't mean to deter the Transformers talk. I just ran across that. I was like, weird.
Did you see who's voicing them though, Clan? You got Chris Hemsworth and Scarlett Johansson.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just going to keep making movies together, even
I mean,
if it's not Marvel movies.
It's worked so far. Why stop it now? Although they should have got Robert Downey Jr. and the guy that played Captain America.
Chris Evans.
Yeah, Chris Evans in there too.
I feel like Robert Downey Jr. would be more like Wheeljack.
He'd make a good bull jack.
Evans would probably be Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, I was gonna say definitely Ultra Magnus. Yeah.
He'd have to be the conscience.
Yes. Yeah, definitely Ultra Magnus.
Get Mark Ruffalo in there as Ironhide.
That worked. Listen, I'm still upset that Peter Cullen's not doing a voice.
Right?
I mean, I understand you want to cast these other people, and that's great and all, but as for me and my house, our Optimus Prime is voiced by Peter Cullen.
Pretty much always has been.
Exactly. And my Megatron is voiced by Fred from Scooby Doo. Frank Welker, because that's who does Megatron in the cartoons, is Frank Welker.
I'm more looking forward to the crossover movie though. I want to see how they're gonna twist that around because
That is
Joe's and Formers never met together like that. Not like what they're gonna do with this.
not in the cartoons. They did in the comics.
Yeah, but I'm saying like they're gonna make this real movie. Like this,
Mhm.
this
I
is gonna be
wonder if
wild.
I wonder if they're going to do the storyline where the Cobra finds Megatron and rebuilds him as a tank instead of a gun. I wonder if
Right.
they're going to do that. That would be cool.
What was up with Megatron being an airship in the movie?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I was like, he's never been that. Like,
I
what the
guess
fuck?
I guess they were like, well, we can't make him a gun.
Well, yeah, but even as a gun, he always flew around in robot form. Like he
Yeah.
only transformed for mainly Soundwave to use him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't do that, but they didn't. Then they made Galvatron a truck.
Right? He's a big space cannon. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Not a freaking Flat Nose International. Jesus.
We had to be more
Anyway.
creative. We weren't fighting in space.
Yeah, we also didn't
Mm.
have Transformium.
Right?
It's the element that makes all transforming possible.
They just didn't have Megatron or Galvatron run into Megan Fox's character and say, if he's this big powerful robot, why is he turning into this piece of shit truck?
There you go. There you go.
Because B took the hint and upgraded.
That's true. Also, that's somebody you never hear from anymore. Megan Fox.
Because she started pumping out babies. She got the figure that she used to when they would put her in roles.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, still Megan Fox.
Yeah, but you know as well as I do, and this is not against trying to be rude or anything. When women have children, they get stretch marks, and women get self-conscious about that. She's probably in that category of people that are like, my body don't look as good as it used to. And they're like, well, we need you for this role. Well, I can't be doing those kind of roles anymore. Like, well, shit.
Just, hold on. Apparently, Gibbers has to take an emergency bathroom break. I'll be back.
He's like, Daddy,
You two
Daddy.
talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Buck just got us canceled. Discuss.
I didn't say anything out of line or inaccurate. We all have women in our lives, and we all know how that works.
No comment. Hanging you out to dry.
I don't give a shit. You think people's opinions of me matter? As long as you know me, Dis. You think that people's opinions of me matter?
Mm.
I don't lie to people, and I say the facts or the truth, depending on how you want to look at it. Some people don't take facts as truth, but however you want to look at it.
So she's been in some movies here. Not
Yeah,
a
but
lot.
what I'm saying is look at her attire versus what she did before she had her first child. Is what I'm getting at. The roles that they want her for, she's not getting picked up for because she's not wanting to act in that capacity anymore. But doesn't mean that she can't be appealing like Scarlett Johansson, right? You never really see her in anything revealing. She's just in like Black Widow, right? In all leather. It doesn't make her any less appealing. But she's just in the mentality of not going to walk around wearing almost nothing. But that's kind of what Megan Fox started out as.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
I mean, like Jennifer's Body, where she turned into the vampire or whatever. She was like
Yeah.
the schoolgirl cheerleader. You know, she was wearing Daisy Dukes and nothing but a tank top in the first Transformers movie. Like it's
Mhm.
just that's how her image was, and now it's changed. Diz plead the fifth no comment card claim after you left.
Safe.
I told him, I said, I don't care what people's opinions of me are. I just tell the truth or facts, however you want to look at it.
I mean, isn't truth and facts
Some
synonyms?
people don't want to accept facts or truth as one and the same. Because you could say something that's truthful, right? And then they'll be like, well, what's your support to make that truthful? And then you got to add facts to it. It doesn't mean that what you said to start with wasn't true.
That's true. Whenever someone tells me something, I prefer to have it in the form of an APA format with 3 peer-reviewed articles cited as sources
Nice.
and at least 500 words.
In a present or a PowerPoint presentation?
No, that nobody likes PowerPoint presentations. Ain't nobody got time for that.
If they got time to do all that other shit you just said, they can make a PowerPoint while they're at it.
Yeah, I know, but what you expect me to be like Diz and read?
Hey, the way I look at it is if you made me do all that shit, then I'd make you have to fucking sit down and read the script. This is how that would work. This is a give and take.
I heard you
gonna
gotta take the good.
you're gonna
take
take
the
away all
bad.
of my time on me having to do all this shit, then I'm gonna give you a hard time by making you have to fucking read it on the screen.
Like the upcoming game, The War Within from Blizzard Entertainment, the latest expansion for World of Warcraft.
Just take it.
This is gonna be like
That's the promo.
so I'm halfway
Just
through to level max, and I have no idea what's going on. Be like, did you read any of it? Nope. Well, it.
The War Within, it really daboos your zug zug.
I mean, come on now. You know for a fact Magni wouldn't say that.
Oh yeah. Champion, Azeroth needs your help.
Because he's gonna be there. If he's not,
I
then
don't know that
hell
he
with
wouldn't
that.
say that.
That's true. He does not know that he wouldn't say that.
Because if Magni's not in A War Within,
Hmm.
then it's not gonna be worth playing.
So that was the problem with BFA and Shadowlands and Dragonflight. Magni wasn't there.
Magni was in BFA. He's what started BFA.
He wasn't at the end of BFA. So see, that's the problem.
He's with you all the way to the end when you fully power up the Heart of Azeroth.
Just
But
go with it.
what I'm saying is that he started this whole Heart of Azeroth and Speaker of Azeroth shit. He better have a part to play in what the hell's happening now.
You think it would have went off better if when Magni brought you down to that little chamber there, instead of all the bullshit that happened afterwards, he just like broke out and was like, "Make me a higher love, make me a higher love," and then all the little bots around him were like, "Oh." Do you think that would have went over better? Because I would have fucking enjoyed it.
And see,
Actually,
in
I would have enjoyed
well-
Shadowlands better if I'd put in the disc, if I'd paid the money and it said you can begin Shadowlands now and I hit the button and I just got rickrolled. I mean, you know what? That's worth it. Good, well played, Blizzard. Well played.
I'm just thinking of a remake of the video Simply Irresistible, but all the women in the background are replaced with Murlocs. They're dancing.
Nice. Simply. She's so fine.
well, there is at least 3 Murlocs in all of Azeroth that can speak common.
Well,
They
now
can
the
do
whole
it.
thing is going on in my head, and I'm loving every second of it. It's unaffordable. Her back's against the wall.
But I doubt y'all found any of them because there was a lot of side stuff.
Nah, fuck them Murlocs.
Clan would have killed the one that you helped the most on site if he had the option, which you don't. Saving Murky is just the way it works.
No.
And that was in BFA. Down in Nashitar.
Oh, that is the worst place.
You said the worst place was with the Niffin.
Second worst place then.
I thought Shadowlands was the worst place overall, though.
No, Blizzard said that.
I mean, you said it too, though.
Yeah, we agreed wholeheartedly. Blizzard just erased it from existence. They're like, leave it on the list, but don't ever talk about it ever again.
It's funny because when you get a new character through either the starting zone or Exile's Reach, Morgrave's still standing in front of the stronghold
Mm-hmm.
to
Mhm.
take you there.
Yep. They ain't nobody going. He's there all day, every day, just now serving number 1. Ready to go to the Shadowlands. Now serving number 1. Anybody? Anybody? And they're like, nah. That's all right. We're going to go run WAD. Oh.
Be like, hey, Crummy, can I go to either Warlords or Legion, please? I don't want to go here.
One Legion coming up.
And then she's like, I don't know if this is our first meeting or if it's like our 100th meeting. It's like, yeah.
She does say that, and then eventually you get to the point of the game where everybody just looks at you and goes, welcome to the Dragon Isles.
That's because whatever's happened on the Dragon Isles is what's happened to Chromie. No one can remember if they've seen you before or not.
There you go.
Because Chromie even tells you when she sees you over there in Valdraken. We're meeting again, I think. This may be our first time.
That's,
What the
I'm
fuck
just
are you talking about, lady?
I'm just saying you could be playing in WoW, grinding Niffin rep for 493 hours.
It does not take that long, chat.
You're right. I'm sorry. 490 hours.
Doesn't even take that long.
Or
I've told Clan I could help him get through shit. He just won't trust me.
or you could play the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy 14, which is free up to level 70 in the Stormblood expansion.
And you have to play all this filler shit to get in between expansions.
Yep, you do. Or could be like WoW and you play all the filler shit because you're done a quarter way through the expansion.
No. I'm talking about just to level up. In WoW, you don't have to do that.
Oh no, you'll level up like 6 quests into the expansion.
And
And it's
then
like,
you'll
yeah,
get-
you're done. You're like, what? Oh, the expansion's over? No, I need you to run these 83 daily quests to get better gear. every day forever.
because Final Fantasy 14 is still set up like Blizzard WoW used to be,
Mm-hmm.
where you had to run every expansion.
Yep. Yep.
In order to advance.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm glad they did away with that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm also glad they did away with the profession leveling to where they went, oh, you start a new profession? That's cool. Level up to 300 out here in Classic, even though you're well past the level you need to go elsewhere. And then go to Outlands and get that fucker leveled up. And then go to Northrend and get that one leveled up. And keep hopping every expansion until you get your profession leveled up to the newest expansion.
Mm-hmm.
That was horrible.
Agreed.
And I leveled all the professions, chat.
But then they went and they screwed up professions.
You just don't understand how they work.
It should be straightforward. That's all I'm saying. It should be I have this thing and I have this thing. If I put them together, it makes this thing.
Well, it works that way until you
You're
get
right.
about 40.
But it does work that
Into
way.
that
The only
that
problem
100.
is you can only make that thing like twice. Then it's like, oh, you need these other things, but you can't get them yet.
Well, the problem with the
Sorry.
crafting clan was that nobody was complaining about it. So they
That's
fixed
true.
that.
And they do like
That is
yes,
true.
yes, that is true. Yep.
Nobody had a problem with any of this.
No.
It was
The only
fine.
thing about that professions that got complained about was having to go to each expansion and level, and they're like, all right, we'll fix that.
They fixed
And
that.
then everybody stopped saying anything about
So there you go.
professions.
That was
and we
the
just,
one good thing in Shadowlands. You didn't have to complete all the professions through every expansion.
to get
And it
there.
was before they screwed it up in Dragonflight. So there was the one good thing in Shadowlands.
Like, welcome to the Dragon Islands.
Maybe that's what happened, Clan. Maybe that's why the professions are the way they are. We went
You
to
boys ever been to
Shadowlands,
Dragonflight?
and then when we came out of Shadowlands, our brains were fucked up.
Well, I think there was, there is a time skip between the ending of Shadowlands and the beginning of Dragonflight.
That doesn't
There
mean
is a
that
time
our
jump.
brains aren't fucked
So
up.
no, I'm thinking that somewhere between that time, everyone in Azeroth had a stroke. Kind of like what happens to your mount every time that they release a new expansion where it forgets how to do what it's supposed to do. It's like
You
you,
know-
have one job and you forgot how to do it.
You know why I was disappointed with Shadowlands? For some reason, I thought they were just going to use the same maps, but you were just going to go into like a darkened, creepy, weird, messed up version of it,
That's what I wanted.
and then you would like pop back and forth between the two realities there, and
Like the whole world was like how it
But it
is
was
when you're
this-
dead and walking back to your corpse.
yeah, but it
Like
wasn't
that weird
like
black
that.
and white,
Yeah,
swirly
maybe
kind
you
of.
were just in that, but instead it
Yeah.
was just a whole different, region and all that stuff. So
Also, that opening was horrible, and you had to do it with every character forever. And then they were like, "Nah, you don't have to do it if you've already done it."
Wait, you didn't like taking the pieces of the crown and having to walk it back to that center pillar? at the
No,
snail's
and then
pace?
rescuing everybody only to get them all taken away. No, it was horrible. Like going through it one time, okay, that's fine. I understand that. It's important to the story. But when you're doing it on your 6th alt, you're like, I already know what happens, man.
Try doing it on your 33rd alt.
Nope.
Because they still didn't have it fixed by the time I had done that.
Yeah, nope. Nope, 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 nope.
It wasn't until I started working on the goblins that they had that shit up and running to where I could just send the goblins out to Shadowlands after I got them leveled. And be like, you can skip all this. I'd be like, haha. I'm at Orbos. Then they're like, pick your faction. I'm like, oh, I don't even have to go do the tour? Nice. I choose this faction, even though I won't be on this character long enough to matter. It's just to get it to max level. Because I have a lot of characters, Chad, that are only used for a certain achievement.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll be right back. Apparently, he wants back in. I'll give you another topic.
I already got one.
I
I
don't
hate
know.
achievements in games.
Oh,
I hate them.
there you go.
I think
There you
I
go.
think I hate them.
I never go for them.
I think I really do hate them.
If I get an achievement, it's completely by accident.
I mean, that's not fully true on Clan's part, Chad. There are times that Clan has messaged me and said, hey, there's this mount associated with these set of achievements. Can we go do these set of achievements to get this mount? And I'm like, yeah, fucking you go do it and knock it out. And then Clan
Yeah.
gets this new mount. So
You know, I have pursued achievements in certain games in the past, but honestly, I'm coming to this realization that I think they're horrible. I think it takes away from the game.
depending on the game.
I mean, it depends on the player. So I mean, you know,
Well, I'm
for
saying
me,
depending
I feel
on
like
the
it
game.
takes away.
Like, for example, getting achievements for games like on Xbox where you get a game score number or whatever. You get all this game score besides your avatar's name and you know picture and stuff. What the hell was it for? You
Just
know,
say
and then
that you're
finally
better than somebody else.
well, but then Microsoft was
It's
like,
some
well,
trivial.
now you can start adding to when you get achievements and reward stuff done to get actual stuff for your Xbox. Like skins for, you know, like or DLC customization stuff for certain games that you own. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool, but I'm not going to go back and play games that I haven't played in, you know, 3 or 4 years just to finish achievements off, just to get this reward score.
Yeah.
But
I
like
don't
in
know.
Ark, those achievements used to mean something. Because as I finished those, I got customization stuff in the game. Like the Thorny Dragon had a different saddle. That saddle helped mitigate some of the weather conditions for getting a certain achievement done. That's taken away. Some of the armor skins and stuff that you used to get, that stuff's all been taken away because now they're doing this Bob's Tall Tale DLC expansion to give you all that stuff.
Aren't achievements just quests?
They are.
Isn't that all it is? That's all it is.
They are.
But the achievement part of it is just for prestige because it's just a presentation of I did this. So here's the check mark. That's why I don't like it, I don't think.
But the way Ark was designed, it wasn't like you went out of your way to do something extra special, right? It's not like in WoW where it's like go and craft 50,000 gem cuts and we'll give you these achievement points. In Ark, it was like ride a T-Rex for the first time. Well, you're gonna do that eventually. Like, who doesn't want to fucking, you know, if they're a hardcore WoW player, who doesn't want a fucking T-Rex? You know, ride a Giga for the first time. Like, those were the achievement. Go explore the entire map. I mean, you're gonna do that just going out trying to tame all the different dinos and go into each of the caves and stuff. So
But
Ark's achievements were based on just progression.
It was just a quest inside the game that it gave you, Now Arc doesn't have quest, so maybe the
Not till Arc
achievements
2.
is the quest system here for Arc.
Well,
But-
actually, there are quests in Genesis, but we ain't got there yet.
So the achievement portion of it is just the presentation, because they could have just built it into the game, and and you got the stuff in the game, and and nobody knows yet that you completed it. It's just you got the stuff, and then you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't understand the achievement part of it. I think it's just accomplishments. So yeah, you completed something, and you fully completed it. It's like a checkbox. Here's the things that I need to do, and this game is fully completed for certain people. So
Yeah.
in Buck's case, that wouldn't be the case with Ark because he has a longer list than what the achievements are. So
That is true.
Yeah.
if Buck made the achievement list, nobody would achieve it.
What's the first thing on your taming one of every dino? You know how long that's going to take? The entirety of the longevity of Ark, because it doesn't end until you get to Genesis 2 and you have tamed every fucking dino in the existence of Ark. And everybody's like, fuck. That's going to take a while. Yeah,
Genesis 2, the search for more Genesis.
But like Ark 2 comes out, right? There's supposed to be quests there. Supposedly. But we'll see what happens. And apparently tomorrow, Ark animated series is supposed to launch globally.
There you go.
Not just on Paramount Plus. So does that mean that Netflix gets it?
It would be whoever
That
they got
mean-
deals with
Well, that's what I'm saying.
internationally.
Like, because they didn't really say, they just said launches globally. But Netflix get it, Hulu get it. I doubt Disney Plus gets it. But you know what I mean? Like, what other streaming platforms are going to get a shot at it? Because the only way for you to watch it initially was on Paramount Plus, which was you buying that service.
Mhm.
And for some people, like me, it was to buy an additional service that I didn't already have.
Mhm. Yep.
And so I waited. I'm waiting till tomorrow to see what it's going to launch on.
No, it'll still be on. It'll be exclusively on Paramount Plus, probably in the United States or at least North America.
Well, I mean, I don't know, because on their site it says that it's going to launch globally, but I don't know if that meant just Paramount Plus or if that means that it's going to be other streaming platforms.
No, that just means that people who play Ark in China will be able to watch Ark, the animated series, using whatever they watch in China. Be my guess.
And that may be the
my
case.
guess. Be my guess.
Ba, 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 ba.
Well, I'm getting real tired, guys.
Sun is getting real low.
He ran out of drinks with this.
Probably 'cause it's
I see him
dark.
over there.
I'm eating ice now. That's
I
all.
see
I
him
got
over
left.
there eating ice.
The ice won't come out.
I do hear that's what the kids do these days. Eat ice.
Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Ice,
That
baby.
means
Yep.
something else. Okay, well,
Hey, you're the
Yes,
one that said
we'll
you're
be-
getting tired. We're waiting on you.
well, I don't have to end it. What am I? Am I the ringleader of this group?
I mean,
You're the one
yes.
with the button.
So
You're
You have
literally
the
the one that makes us go live and then makes us not go live.
you have the start and go authority, Diz. So it's
Exactly.
all on you.
You are
So-
runshow.exe.
so Buck doesn't have access to hit a start button for this. Okay, so
Mhm.
but
/run. What do I need to put in? Get access to this.
All of this, I could just send over to Clan. He can put this in his OBS, and it will look just like this. And he
But
can
you
have the
won't let
start
him
button.
have the Zoom.
He has the
I'm not,
Zoom.
not allowed to make Zoom calls. You get really upset when I make Zoom calls.
We've seen it happen.
Fuck this fat ass and his fat ass Zoom call.
We all in the Zoom
Oh.
meeting. All right. Hey, Clan, Diz just made another Zoom meeting.
Everybody join Diz's meeting.
Just go to Diz's, damn it. Diz like, I gotta be able to pin everybody. So see, you gotta be in Zoom to be able to pin everybody in the layout. You won't let Clan make the Zoom call.
I didn't even know about the pinning thing.
Oh gosh, we
Hey,
got all
awesome.
kinds of
The best
messages.
viewers and followers. Wow, that's cool.
Oh, I've seen these people.
Hey, streamer, do you need graphics for content creation? I have super cheap graphics, but really good quality.
I can make overlays. I can make banners. I can make cool emotes and cool emotes that move. That's
The-
for
those-
cheap prices.
Those individuals, not those two names, but I banned 8 people on Wednesday that just showed up doing that right there,
Nice.
back to back.
Heck yeah.
Dizzle even called out for you, Clan, because he's like, mod check at Clan Diesel to have you. I was like, I can do it, it's fine. I
Yeah,
like
you-
dropping the hammer.
So we're gonna play some D&D Saturday, right? Some more D&D action over on Buck's channel.
Hot D&D action,
And,
sir. Hot D&D action.
So we'll throw it over to Buck first. Let you talk about all your stuffs.
Well, with there being D&D on Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time, y'all will
He
be
means 8
leaving-
p.m. Eastern, Chad. He means
you
8
shut your-
p.m.
you
Eastern.
shut your mouth. Okay.
I
don't interrupt you.
apologize.
I don't interrupt you when you're telling your time slots.
I apologize right now for him rolling off some weird ass time zone like Central Time. He means 8 p.m. Eastern,
I
5
do
p.m.
my own
Pacific.
time zone, sir.
But what time is that on Mountain Time?
Depends where you live. Arizona lives in mountain time, but they
In the
don't follow.
mountains. It's
They don't
In
follow
this-
this.
we live in the
bullshit.
mountains, but we're not on Mountain Time. So
That's true. We don't.
But y'all will be leaving Janali on Saturday.
Are you
One
sure?
way or the other, it's going to happen. Even if a black
Are we-
dragon
are we going to
has to run you
Shadowlands?
out of town,
Oh God, no!
I will make Shadowlands just for this. If y'all ain't out of Janali,
Oh my God!
y'all will enter a rift portal and y'all will end up in hell, aka the Shadowlands.
I'll say better than Shadowland.
No, I mean hell for y'all as people. Your characters won't have a clue where you're at. Except instead of anything you heard in Shadowlands, it'll be, hi, welcome to Shadowlands. Hi, welcome to Shadowlands.
Welcome to the
It'll combine-
Shadowlands Isles.
It'll combine the last two things.
The
that y'all
shadows have
despise.
returned. Would you like to shadow ride?
But yeah, hopefully Saturday works out to where y'all get the hell out of this town. Because
Yay!
y'all spent longer than y'all's shopping episode in a year in this town. Same amount of time on a birthday party as you did on the shopping episode.
To be fair, though, we did shoot a guy of a cake, so that was pretty cool.
And both of y'all are on the shit list again that may get you killed.
Whose shit list are we on now?
Listen,
course.
Buck, I don't know what Valden needs
Alright,
to do.
it's fine.
I guess he needs to become a priest or something. just walks around. Oh,
You-
oh, yeah.
You just have to be a silent monk. That way you don't get in trouble. Like vow silence. Be the only way to not be on court list. So then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, we stream at 11 a.m. Central Time.
Eastern chat.
And on Mondays, it is Nightingale. And then on Tuesday and Wednesdays, it is Art Survival Ascended.
Arg. Arg.
And then on Fridays, which will be tomorrow, stream as well, is 7 Days to Die, Darkness Falls. And we just finished a Blood Moon last, so now we're working on getting more resources and stuff from traders.
That's right. Tomorrow, Buck goes to Trader Joe's.
Close. Joel.
He goes to meat
got
and
that,
stuff. Where you buy your meat and stuff.
That's true.
That's all Parks and Rec.
That
I
is.
usually just kill things for my meat. Like Cody's.
I guess it's better than killing things with your meat. Oh.
I mean, we could try that. I don't know how well it will work though. But what we need on Darkness Falls is to get our hands on the Black Sky and on Ash's chainsaw.
Ooh, I know what Ash you're talking about. Please watch the movies Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness.
Because
They're all
that
great
chainsaw
movies.
works more for killing zombies than it does for chopping down trees. And Black Sky is a Desert Vulture 44 handgun that does more damage to creatures at nighttime.
Makes sense.
So I would really like those two weapons. Because we already got Jason's machete.
Nice. Impressive. He don't
And
let
I
go of
didn't
that
have
easy.
And I didn't have to kill him for it.
Impressive.
Another zombie had it. So apparently something was strong enough to kill Jason.
Impossible.
May have been a demon. But
All right.
other than that, I think that's it.
So we've got some retro gaming on Monday.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, we've
I
been
mean-
playing 14, and we usually just either stream that or Monday's just like shitty, and it's just like, you know, like I can't do it.
I mean,
you know,
technically 14 is retro.
it is. So we may just stream that. I don't know.
But until you get
But I
to the
do
newest
want to finish
expansion.
the Zelda.
As I said, we do need to finish
so-
Zelda at some point.
But it's definitely retro on the section y'all are in right now.
Uh-huh. That part came out on the PS3.
Yeah.
But in 7.0, we get a graphics update. And it looks very pretty. You can download the benchmark right now to make sure your computer can run the graphics update that'll be released in Dawn Trail. It's very pretty.
I don't
The
know if my
schnozberries
computer
look
can
like
handle it.
schnozberries. Well, my computer can handle it just
Oh.
fine, so yours will be okay.
I was making a joke.
Some people don't find it funny.
And
Like
then
mine.
we always do this on Thursdays. Been pretty consistent with this. It's
Yep.
I think it is let's see, that'd be what 8:30 Mountain Time. We do this every Thursday.
Yep.
Nice.
At 2:30 p.m. Dingo Wallaby Mountain Time.
On the
On
day
Friday.
before.
At 1/2 a
On Friday.
didgeridoo and 1/4 to Wallaby, you'll find us here live.
Since Australia is ahead of us.
And then we do some D&D on Sundays, on the second and fourth Sundays of the month over here on this channel. And we've been playing Daggerheart, so we will finish off the beta adventure of Daggerheart next. Not this coming
Or
Sunday, but the
we'll
Sunday
die.
after that. So
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
you
going to go
can't-
with you, and I might die.
you
Yeah.
can actually die. Like something
I
will
mean, you
happen
say
to resurrect you,
you-
guys.
You say that,
I
but you
told
keep
you,
rolling 7 nat 20s, and we're gonna fucking just die.
I told you I had like a fail-safe plan where you guys
You had
would
it for
survive.
that one, but the next session you might not have a failsafe.
Listen, all I'm
There's-
saying is I have 6
there is a
HP
fail-safe.
boxes, and you made me fill in all 6 HP boxes last time.
Mhm.
So
Me too.
I'm just saying.
But
got
you
it
made me do
all
it
your
in one
boxes.
attack.
Yeah, you did. I put my HP in a box for you.
All right.
What's in the box? Nothing. Now he took it all away.
just fucking
No,
gone,
he
yeah.
just ripped the box open and just ate it.
Feel full of stress now.
Yep. Stress and
Um,
apprehension.
I mean, I don't have no stress. I was dead or unconscious.
that reminds me, you guys were knocked down, so you probably should have a stress. So yeah, that probably should be a thing, right?
Just remember to tell me that the next time we play.
I mean,
Yep.
but if we're going to the end to sleep, we'd sleep that stress off, right?
Yeah, I know. So
But I can add it. It'd be fine.
I'm not gonna
um,
add it.
maybe yeah. Well, I don't know if it probably won't even matter. You know, 'cause you're not gonna max it out, so it won't really matter. Anyway, we've got all the things that you're required to have to be streamers. You can check our certificate. We have the Discord, we've got the socials, and we have the merch.
How come there's
Hey,
you
two
don't-
things of Discord?
You don't believe me? Click on the link there. And if you can't see it
That's-
because you're in YouTube, go to nerdicopia.net.
It's .com.
It's not .com.
It's not .com. That's actually a joke, Chad. So
It is
don't
a
go to
joke.
nerdicopia.com. It may have titties. I don't know.
Yep. It's not ESRB rated for
Exactly.
everyone.
It may not be E for everyone. I don't know. Nerdicopia.net is, though. We're fine. It's good. Also,
Yeah,
if you're not on our YouTube yet, go to NerdTube, which is youtube.com/Nerdicopia Network, and watch all of our videos. We have hundreds and hundreds of hours of free content that you can use to catch up on all of our shows, such as Super Retro Game Show Extreme, 3 Old Men. That's this show that you're watching right this second. And of course, Not Actually Heroes, They're Forgotten, and Cataclysm. Catch up on all the shenanigans there. Like I said, it's totally free. All that we ask is that maybe at some point, if you do decide one day that you like the show and you have gas and you're trying to get rid of it, and you're like, well, I haven't pushed this button yet that says subscribe. Maybe it'll get rid of my gas. Just click that button and maybe it will. Up right now, our legal department would ask me to tell you right now that by clicking the subscribe button, it will not relieve gas. Sorry.
But it may cause explosive diarrhea.
It has a 23% chance of explosive diarrhea.
I love the
I
Colbert
just-
Report where it was like, may cause hair handitis and
Hey, just so y'all know,
and anal
nerdicopia.network.com
leakage.
Yes.
cannot be reached.
Okay, good.
I tried.
Maybe I can finally buy nerdicopia.com.
Maybe. And if you're on YouTube right now watching this, then but it's just over there. You see Clint Diesel? It's just south of his face.
Like in this area.
Yeah. Click it. You make him smile every time you do.
There you go.
Pillsbury Doughboys. Heard it.
Yep. So just click it. And you know what's cool? If you click that bell, it'll tell you every time that we upload a video, which is roughly about 3 times a week. And you'll
We
know
did that.
about it.
Meaning that we don't skip retro.
Yeah, that's true if we don't skip retro.
All right. Well, so if nothing else, we'll be here next Thursday. But you should go check out us playing D&D this weekend. Check out Buck. And check out all of our other stuff. So
We may have even some surprise streams like we had last night. Who knows? We are two wild and crazy guys.
All right. So we will see everybody next time. Later. You know, I really can't see them. You know, I hope they know that.
You can't see them?
No,
I mean, they're right there.
All right.
There's like